Welcome back to the Truth Factory. There was a lot of little stories happening over the past couple days, so I'm going to try to cover as much as I can. Julian Assange has dropped a tweet stating that the CIA not only armed Syria's insurgents, it paid their salaries. Another tweet goes out to say one knowledgeable official estimates that the CIA-backed fighters may have killed or wounded 100,000 Syrian soldiers and their allies over the past 4 years. Anytime you hear about Obama's government funding rebels against Assad, that means it was funding ISIS. And once again, it had to do with them trying to start a war with Russia, and a lot of this was probably pushed by Warhawk McCain, and all of this is finally coming to the surface. Speaking of which, if you remember me talking about Fusion GPS, the slander company that was hired to try to take down Trump with their fake Steele dossier that McCain and the Ukrainian colluder David J. Kramer had their dirty little paws on? Yeah, the same Fusion GPS that was also accused of possibly having a connection with the Russian lawyer that met with Donald Jr. because they had worked together for over 2 years. And while Fusion GPS, of course, has denied all this, the co-founder of Fusion GPS was subpoenaed to appear before the committee Wednesday as part of the hearing about Russia, and he has decided to plead the fifth. Now, I know that pleading the fifth is not necessarily an admission of guilt, but it does not look good. It refers to the Fifth Amendment in the U.S. Constitution, which states that no citizen shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself. So maybe his alibi for why he wasn't involved with the Russian lawyer is because he was too busy making fake incriminating dossiers against Trump. Once again, it's just showing that I'm right about everything, and of course I am, because they're not as smart as they pretend to be, and I've been reading their emails. But what else is going on? Well, Sean Spicer resigned and Sarah Huckabee Sanders took over for him. I really like Sarah. She doesn't seem to take any bullshit from the fake media, but I also liked Old Spice too. But apparently he resigned because Anthony Scaramucci, aka The Mooch, yeah, that's his real nickname, was appointed Director of Communications, and Sean Spicer didn't think he was qualified and basically said Scaramucci was a dick. Scaramucci had also given White House Chief of Staff Priebus the nickname Prancer because of a sweater he wore to a Christmas party with a reindeer on it. Shame on you, Scaramucci. You're better than that. I mean, look at this guy. There are way better nicknames for him. Like maybe just Pubis. And if I were you, I'd also give Jared Kushner the nickname Grab Her by the Bushner Kushner. And I don't know about you, but Scaramucci gives me a hard Sopranos vibe. I mean, that might just be me being prejudiced to assume that all Italians are in the mafia, but look at him. He talks like all bada bing, bada boom, and forget about it. Speaking of Italians, this is Nancy Pelosi's new slogan. Just look at this for a second. It looks a little familiar, but where have we seen this before? Now here's Papa John's logo. This is what happens when you use a generic logo template. Now we can start the rumor that Nancy Pelosi is related to Pizzagate. And speaking of Pizzagate and Papa John Podesta, there's a really funny conspiracy going around that John Podesta is the secret father of the recently deceased Linkin Park singer Chester Bennington. And there's no disrespect to Chester here. Hybrid Theory was the soundtrack of my parents' divorce when I was 14. But look at the similarities between them. They are practically identical. Not only that, but Chester's supposed father is a cop that specializes in child sex crimes, and Chester was molested by an older friend when he was a youth. It still seems extremely far-fetched, but this band is connected to Bill Clinton and Haiti, so ... I mean, just look at their faces. This is some time travel alien shit here. And they have both openly talked about aliens, so pretty spooky. And finally, there was a law passed in Canada about a month ago that flew under my radar, and I didn't notice until I was watching an Outer Light video about it. There's a new law, Bill C-16, where it is now illegal in Canada not to call people by their preferred pronouns. It's actually illegal to assume someone's gender. You know, he, her, ze, zer, whatever else there is. This is because Bill C-16 goes off of the Ontario Human Rights Commission's definition of what gender expression is, which includes pronouns, and they consider harassment not using those preferred pronouns. Now, honestly, I do think that it would be extremely unlikely that anyone would ever be charged for not using correct pronouns, as you would basically have to prove that that you were promoting genocide by not using those pronouns, but I think there is a slippery slope where someone could at least be brought to court over something like this, even though I don't think any judge would ever consider that to be true hate speech. So my understanding is that anyone can make up whatever gender pronoun they want, and now it's illegal not to call them that. Well, okay then. My new pronoun is Nazi. I did not choose to become a Nazi. I was born a Nazi. And if you don't like that, then you can go straight to jail. Like, what timeline is this? I feel like I'm in clown world. If the cuck Prime Minister Justin Trudeau doesn't get his shit together soon, I'm pretty sure that Alberta will be separating from Canada. We can take the Yukon, they have some gold, we'll connect with Alaska, it'll be great. I am so sick of this politically correct bullshit. I don't understand why people who are transitioning genders need bravery awards. I mean, I don't think they deserve to be shunned or ridiculed. If they're not hurting other people by doing it, then live your life the way you want, and I will live my life the way I want. But if we believe that everyone should be treated equally, then why do certain people get special privileges, special bathrooms, special laws? That is reserved for handicapped people. And if you are calling transgender people handicapped, then you are violating Bill C-16 and you will go to jail now. And why is it up to me to know if someone is a Z or a Zer? Or if a white person with dreadlocks now wants to be black? Or if this person thinks they are a cat? You are not a cat. You are a delusional dipshit. I am a cat. Meow. See? I mean, you can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. So call yourself whatever you want, but don't push laws on me to know what that is. I'm not a psychic, and I also don't care. If you look like a man, I'm probably going to call you a man, and in the very rare case that you are a completely androgynous, intersex person with a name like Pat, I also won't ask you what your gender is because that's pretty rude. Anyway, guys, please comment what your pronouns are in the comments so I know how to refer to you so I don't go to jail. Thank you to everyone supporting me on Patreon. A link to that and my Twitter is in the description. Have a great night, guys.